Aloha and much love and respect to the collective out there, yo. So, we talk a lot about Chaga, or I do at least. All right, I consider myself a Chaga steward or a Chaga ambassador. We talk a lot about the benefits, which are very vast. One of the highest sources of antioxidants, one of the highest source of melanin, extremely packed with antioxidants, extremely packed with vitamins, minerals. It's an adaptogenic herb, helps your body create homeostasis, good for energy, the most amazing coffee replacement ever that there is. But let's talk about how to properly prepare this chaga and how to properly grind it down. All right, let's get right on into it. There's different methods, and I think that not everybody is quite sure on the most efficient way to extract your chaga and get the most benefits out of it. All right, let's get right on into it. You start by taking the biggest pot you have in your home. All right, for reference, it usually holds around 3/4 to a gallon of water. All right, this is a half gallon. We usually need about this and a half of another one. So about 3/4 to a gallon of water, okay? To about 1 ounce of chaga. So here, this is about 30 something grams, okay? This is about 3 ounces, all right? So if you don't have a scale and you can't weigh yourself in an ounce of chaga, base it on whatever your chunk is. So if this is a 3-ounce chunk, then use about 1/3 of it. All right, now I want to show you how you're going to grind it down. Okay, so again, this is about 30 something ounces, a little bit 30 something grams, a little bit over an ounce. Okay, we're going to take this and we're going to throw it right in our blender like that. All right, now I have a Vitamix. I purposely use this older blender just so it doesn't maybe possibly deteriorate the blade, I'm sorry, on the blender. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. All right, we're just gonna post this a couple times to get it started. All right, now here we go. Then we're gonna hold the post. All right, as you can hear, we got one little piece in there. All right, you can hear there's one small piece left in there, right? So you grind it down so everything is a pure liquid. Here we are. This is always my Mystic Man vibes. I always think this looks really extremely cool. All right, woo, I'm a Mystic Man. Got to be a mystic man. All right, so when the smoke clears, right? Let me show you. Look at this. This is so cool. All right, so when the chaga dust clears, this is what we have. You see, aside from that one little chunk there, this is how you want it, okay? So in fact, we had a little bit over an ounce. We're just gonna take that tiny chunk out. If I wasn't for time purposes, I would keep doing that and grind it down a little bit more. But here's what you want right there, okay? You add that right on into your water like that there, okay? So here's another pro tip, all right? First of all, you always want to simmer down your hard thing. So chaga is a bark, okay? So chaga is almost like a wood-like consistency to it, all right? So those type of herbs, we always simmer those down for like a longer period of time, 2 to 3, okay? So you're gonna put this in your pot, all right? So while we're at it, we mix other things with it that need to be simmered down for a while, right? Like the chaga, elderberry. We got some reishi slices here. We have some wild cherry bark. We have some LA Campane roots. So we have other roots and barks to mix in this so they can all simmer down, because they all require longer times, right? So we put it in the biggest pot, all right? And then we put it on about, about 3 on our setting, 2 to 3, very, very light, okay? And then we're going to cover it, all right? So that's very important. One, that you put it on about 2 hours and 33 minutes. Set your timer for about 2 to 3 hours, all right? I go 2 hours, 33 minutes, okay? Then it's important that you cover it, okay? So you're not going to lose a lot of liquid. And then it's important that it's only on like 2 to 3 on your setting at the most. You just want the very, very slightest simmer. All right, now, when you get done simmering it after 2 to 3 hours and the timer has beeped, all right, you're gonna let it cool. And then you're going to strain it, all right, and you're going to fill it into some kind of glass to the very, very top, okay? This is a half gallon. Always, this batch right here, it fills me this up right to the very top and maybe a little bit left over. Now, here's the deal. Here's where another pro tip comes into hand. you can repeat this process 2 to 3 more times, okay? So when you have your remains here after you strained it, you can re-simmer that another 1 to 2 times, equaling like 3 simmers. Your first batch will be extremely dark, like a black coffee. Second batch may be a little bit lighter, and then the third batch will be lighter than the first and the second, right? But they all have benefits. Again, that third batch we often use for things like our chaga milk, or base for our smoothies or oatmeal or whatever the case may be, right? So if you want to learn even more about chaga and how to prepare all types of different herbs, literally herbs from head to toe, literally herbs from mental focus to toenail fungus, we're hosting an epic herbal workshop this Saturday. We do lots of them, but if you're watching this before the 25th, we have another one coming up this Saturday, April the 25th at 2:33 Eastern Standard Time. We host them periodically, so if you don't make it for this one, be there, be square with us there in the next one. All right, so link in the bio for that. All right, your chaga, again, is extremely nutrient dense. It's one of the most nutrient dense food sources on all of the earth, if not the most. All right, very powerful. By the way, you can grab some at smileherb.com, and you can use Blizzy15 to save yourself 15%. I'll put all that in the caption. Much love and respect. Go get some chaga. By the way, one more thing to add, because everybody will always ask me, how much chaga do I consume? All right, the chaga, when it comes to chaga, the more the better. So I do like at least 24 ounces a day, okay? But I oftentimes much more than that. So the more the better. All right, one little cup, 8 ounces, it's okay. Just try to get as much as you can in your body. You would drink more than 8 ounces of coffee, right? So why not something that's extremely beneficial for you and it tastes great, right? All right, much love and respect. Talk to y'all later. Even more perspective in the caption.